What's up, Vinny? I got some big news, but I need to wait until we populate just a little bit because it's too big and people going to make me repeat myself whole bunches. How's my volume? Everything sound okay? Ding dong. What's up, Howard? What is up, everybody? Looking good. Sounding good. Smoke 'em if I got 'em. I got 'em. I'm smoking 'em. Who watched the Super Bowl last night? What a freaking nail biter, right? Oh, that was something. But man, am I excited. Um, Now, normally I'd be on here promoting the hell out of my Helios film, but we got a we got a thing going on. So next Monday, Avery is rolling out a 20% increase. And oh my god, what a I want to say what a crack, but see, it's been so many years since Avery's increased their prices that I get it. You know, you've fallen so far behind, and now cost of raw materials are so freaking outrageous. But I have about $60,000 worth of Avery film on my shelves that I paid the old price for. And I'm going to have to pay the new price, and I'm going to have to pay the piper on this just like anybody else is. But I'm doing something absolutely stupid right now. If you go to my site, and I'll throw that up in here. Yes, this one. If you go to sundistributingdirect.com, any Avery automotive film that you're going to purchase is going to get an automatic 20% discount in the cart. So, you know, basically, if it's a $100 roll, it's going to be $20 off. You're going to get it for $80. A $200 roll, you're going to get it for, you know, $160. It's crazy. And I've crunched the numbers, and I can break even on this. And basically, sometimes it's nice to clear off the shelves and just refresh things. So what my intention is to do, it's going to go on this week only. So Sunday, it's going to end, and Monday the price is going to jump 20%. So basically, if you want to jump on board with this, it's like a 40% savings, which is freaking huge. But like I said, Avery is, you know, I mean, they backed themselves in a corner this one, and they've been keeping the prices really low because they've just been trying to get their name out there in the window film industry. And the COVID thing with all the shortages and the inflation happening the way it is, it bit them in the ass, and they've got to take a 20% increase. But like I said, you guys should, if you're signed up, if you're a customer of mine and you get emails from me, you should be getting an email. And I'm calling it the fuck inflation sale. I mean, seriously, let's save you guys some money. Get some. I mean, right now money's tight, and we're getting ready to come into tax season. It's the time that we need to have all of our film stocked up and be ready for these tax guys. And for a lot of these tax guys, it doesn't matter what you use. But Avery's a decent film. Avery is a good film, and I'm going to. Hey, what's up, Roy? Roy says. Roy says, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So I'm like I said, I'm. Roy says I ordered a couple hours ago. Did you order, Avery? We also got free shipping going on right now. So, Roy, I want to see. I feel like I need to look here real quick. Let me. I'm just gonna go to orders, and I'm gonna see if you're on this list because, like, oh, I got a couple of failed orders in here. Come on, guys, fix it. Right. Not seeing you, Roy. What'd you order? Is it under a different name? Oh, wait, I got a search bar. Let me put that in here. O'Brien M. Let me try that. Let me try that. Ryan, you know, I didn't even have this fully worked out in my head yet when you ordered. That was 6 hours ago. What did you get? What did you get? What did you get? We got you closed by the foot. Okay, so for all the basic stuff on the website, I'm not doing 20% off the entire website. What I'm doing is 20% off Avery Dennison automotive window film, because Avery Dennison is backed into a corner and they're raising their prices. As of Monday, prices are going up 20%. So for this week only, and it's only while supplies last. If I have to reorder, it's going to be at the, it's not going to be included in the sale. So what's available, and there's quite a bit available today, but what's available is, somebody's trying to call me. Oh, Bam is trying to call me during a live, because that's how that works. So yeah, it's okay, right? It honestly, I started talking probably before I needed to start talking, because I wanted to wait until it populated, because, 20% off is still huge. If you need some window film or are going to need some window film, one thing I can promise you is I'm trying to be the last one to raise my prices. There's price increases hitting us every direction. No matter what film you're using right now, I am sure you've gotten an email or a letter stating that at such and such a date, your price is increasing by blank. And I've seen increases anywhere from 5% all the way up to 20%. And what I'm noticing is the people that increase their prices the least, which means every year you don't get a price, you're getting a much larger price increase this year. And that's Avery's problem. It's been years since Avery. I don't know if Avery actually, since they've owned Haneda, have actually raised their prices on window film. And like I said, it's bit them in the ass. And so it's a big deal. I sent an email out to everybody. We made a post on Facebook. There's a pop-up on the website. I want everybody to know about this. I'm going to lose a lot of money. And speaking of losing a lot of money, so for 4 weeks, we've been doing the free shipping thing. And I've gotten the data back and I've ran some numbers. And guess what, guys? It doesn't work the way I laid it out. I couldn't just do free shipping. A lot of you guys gave me great feedback when it came to starting this thing. You're like, well, just make it like $50 or something, for free shipping. Well, I want to give something to people that want to order small too, but what's happening is I'm getting a lot of $4 and $6 and $8 orders, just a couple of hard cards or whatever, a squeegee blade, or stuff that there really isn't a lot of profit in, and they're letting me go ahead and pay for the shipping. Now, my average, like this week's shipping bill, I get billed every week from UPS, and I have to pay it every week. This week was just shy of $1,900, and I pay 100% of that. As you notice, for the last 4 weeks, if you've ordered, you haven't paid a dime in shipping. I have to pay all of that out of my pocket. The problem is, and what that boils down to, is about $15 per shipment average. And that's what I have to pay. So when somebody orders a $5 couple of squeegees and that's it, or a $7 roll of Glass Aid, there's no money in that for me. But what I did was I set the free shipping at $50. So if you buy a roll of film, you're automatically going to get free shipping, because I don't have a roll of film under $50. But if you spend less than $50, because I understand that's a thing, I'm not going to charge you full on shipping. I set a flat rate for $10. What I'm going to do with that is, I have the UPS guy finally got with me, and he's working on, it's called SureShip or something like that. and it's essentially for small packages. And he says he's going to get my numbers where they need to be. Until he does that, which hopefully that'll be sometime this week, I'm actually going to be doing flat rate envelopes and flat rate boxes from USPS. They do a really good job of getting their flat rate stuff. Anything with their name on the package, they do a pretty good job getting it there. So I'm gonna just play the numbers game and try to lose as little money as possible on shipping for these smaller orders until UPS can get their shit together, and then everything will switch back over to UPS. But if you do want free shipping, just spend $50. If you spend any less than that, it's just a flat rate of $10. And as many of you guys know, $10 is a pretty good price for shipping anything anywhere, unless it's, in an envelope with a stamp. Doug said, perfect. I just mentioned in one of my videos I need to place an order last week, but didn't get around to it. Oh, look at that. Procrastination paid off, dog. Lucky you. If you want to get on that, frickin' 20% off Avery bandwagon, that's some big stuff. That's a cool. I told my rep about it, and he laughed. He says the other distributors are going to get pissed, and I'm like, well, just keep them off me. It's only for a week. These guys can deal with it, but I'm going to make room for some fresh stock. We're going to rotate some stock this week. But. Like I said, the sale is fuckinflation sale. Go to the website. You should get a pop-up. Check your emails. One thing that you guys probably noticed is we don't spam emails. Oh, look at that. I got mail. You got mail. Doug says Helios till I die. No, Helios is a fantastic film, and I will pit the Helios window film up against any brand out there. You bring it, anything in the same category. I got a Gen 4 deep dye. I've got a full-on carbon dye-free construction. I've got like the most versatile, best ceramic in the world. And all this stuff, it's got a great neutral color, an excellent scratch coat, and it shrinks like butter. But I mean, honestly, Avery's not a bad film. Avery's a great film. In fact, over at our tint shop, we use Avery as our entry-level film. I feel I owe them something, Avery or Haneda back in the day helped us get our start. They're the big reason that we're where we are today, or one of the big reasons. I suppose the way that I treat my customers is probably the biggest reason I am where I am today. But Avery Dennison had a big part in giving us the start. So we use their stuff. There is nothing wrong with it. It's not bad to work with. It looks really good. And it's got a lifetime warranty. It's great. And with a big company like Avery Dennison standing behind it, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's great. And Avery Dennison, just so you know, if you're looking for a good architectural film to get behind, they are bar none the best in the business. They got the biggest selection in exterior film. They're made in Israel, which, if you know anything about Israel, they're throwing bombs at Israel from every freaking direction out there. Everybody in Israel gets security film on their stuff. And Avery, which used to be Haneda Coatings, manufactures that, and they manufacture some of the best in the business. They got multi-tiers thicknesses of anti-graffiti film. They've got printable film. They've got several different lines of exterior film. Couple different. What's up, Joe? They got a couple of different. Man, I could go on and on and on. They got a couple of different dual reflective films. If you don't like the super shiny, they've got the. And we'd be glad to talk to you guys about this if you're ever needing anything. But they've got the OptiTune, which is really reflective. Then they got the OptiShade, which has got kind of a gunmetalish or neutral look to it, which the customers really like to see that on their buildings and their houses, because it doesn't have that classic mirror look. and yet it's still dual pane safe. They got a couple different lines of ceramic for their they got the Paralite, which is, I call it an economy ceramic, but it's a super good film. But the reason I call that the economy ceramic is because they have an E-Lite, which is expensive. But oh my God, this stuff, they make like a clear one that blocks out like, I don't know, 1,000% of the sun's heat. It's just freaking ridiculous. And oh man, I sell a ton of that stuff for the southerner people, because if you live in the south and you got big windows in your house, you understand. You want to block that heat coming in, but you want the view, and it's the best of both worlds. They've got exterior films coming out the yin yang, because exterior is the most versatile film that you can get. You don't have to worry about obstacles inside and everything, or access, and also with exterior films, most of the time you don't have to worry about whether it's a low-E window or things of that nature. Another spam risk trying to call me. So it's Monday. I am talking about Avery Dennison, Joe. Avery Dennison, they've got the market cornered in a lot of different areas. They inherited the company when they purchased it, so they inherited the film lines. So I would definitely say that there's better films out there, typically for more money. I sell my Helios line, and it's actually for a little less money because I can. I do all the marketing on my Helios. I do all the, I get the boxes made. All that stuff is up to me. So, time for Helios to step up their game. Actually, to be honest with you, if I was to work with a manufacturer with Helios to do flat glass film, I absolutely 100% would have to strike a deal with Avery. But since I'm already an Avery distributor, I would just use Avery for their flat glass film. I mean, it's bar none. You won't find a person in the world talking bad about Avery flat glass film. And if you've done a lot of flat glass and never used Avery, try it. You'll be blown away. It's a little more expensive, and there's a reason for it. The first time you used it, the optical clarity, the everything, the usability about it, it's just, you just got to try it. Now, there's not a sale going, and somehow Avery is not raising the price on the architectural film, on the flat glass film. So that's good. We don't want to talk too much about that, because otherwise I'm going to get an email and they're going to tell me they're raising that one too. And well, like I said, Avery flat glass film is already a little bit expensive compared to other brands out there, but there's damn good reason for it. But right now, honestly, while supplies last, because when it runs out, it runs out. If you go on there and you're like, oh, I need to order a 24-inch roll of 20 and a 40-inch roll of, oh, it's out of stock. Yeah, it's going to be out of stock until after next week, when I get the new stuff in at the new price, and it won't be on sale. So, like I said, this week only, get it while it's there. Try it. You got income tax money getting ready to come rolling through your door. Make the best deal on the film you're going to get through that with. And it's a film that you can relax and stand behind, because it's from a company. Avery Dennison's a Fortune 500 company. I know there's companies out there like, well, I'm not going to name any names, but there's a lot of window film companies that are publicly traded on the market. And when you look at Avery Dennison next to all those, there is only one company that even compares for price of stock, and that unfortunately is 3M. 3M's been doing a lot more than window film, a lot more than vinyl for a lot longer. Avery Dennison has window film, they have vinyl, and they have a few other avenues but they're nowhere near as big as, what's up, Cash? They're nowhere near as big as a company like 3M. But aside from that, you're going to look at their trading value on the market and understand this is something you can get behind. So Oh, Jacob did it. Dang, I just ordered yesterday. Well, Jacob, we're talking about Avery Dennison automotive film. And if I am not mistaken, I don't see, I don't think. Let me try this. See if I can do this little magical thing with my we'll go to first we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna pop that up. Then we're gonna come over here and we're going to go to boom. Look at Alex sitting there playing on his phone waiting for the UPS guy. So I do have a little bit of Avery Dennison here, and that wasn't there earlier, so I have to look. That might have got in on the sale. But yeah. Oh, I just double clicked my screen so I could make it bigger. That didn't help you guys any, did it? Didn't change anything. But yeah, so we got a couple of tint kegs going out there, and we've got some Helios film going out. All those red stickers with the arrows, that's anything with Jacob says, oh, I didn't get any of that. Anything you see with the red arrows saying this side up, that's anything with liquid in it, and that's something that we do. One other thing, depending on where you order from, one thing you'll never see in one of our boxes is packing peanuts. There's a couple of companies out there that you can buy packing peanuts way cheaper than Bubbles. Why? I don't know about you guys, but in a tint shop or environment or anywhere, actually, when you open a box and those staticky frickin' packing peanuts come floating out into your space, that's the worst. That is absolutely the worst. I hate it. And so I vowed to never put packing peanuts in a customer's package. If you do get a packing peanut in your package, it's because it slipped through the cracks. Because some of my suppliers actually put packing peanuts in the freaking boxes, and it's stupid. And those go right in the garbage can. I do recycle packing stuff, but not peanuts. That's stupid. Stupid, that's what I said. But yeah, so the website, in case you guys are not sure, is sundistributingdirect.com, or you can go toolsfortint.com. And I messed up sundistributingdirect.com, didn't I? There. But either one of those, toolsfortint.com is way easier to remember. And just remember Tools for Tint. We really started out with pushing tools and trying to compete with the bigger tool distributors, but things are making a fast turn, and we've got tools and window film and all kinds of other tricks up our sleeves. So we've got both, but they both take you to the exact same website. Just one's easier to remember. So if you can remember Tools for Tint, then you're good to go. That's how you get to our website. And Tim says we filled the guy's car with them, so when he opened the door, fell all over. Oh, that had to be a prank. That had to be a big funny thing. But yeah, so guys, I just wanted to do this quick live. It took me all day to get everything working on the website. The coupon, the 20% off, is automatic. Do not look at the prices on the product and say, well, it still says it's $118 or whatever. Because when you go into the checkout, then it applies the discount. It gives you 20% on all of it. So if if you order $1,000 worth of film, you're going to get $200 off. And oh, by the way, free shipping. And if you order window film, I will be sending any window film out UPS because they take the best care of me. So, and Doug is still happy with the Helios. Oh, he says I'd buy Helios flat glass film for sure. I promise you right now I haven't found a better option than Avery Dennison flat glass film. So just know that chances are if Helios comes out with its own flat glass film, it's probably going to be Avery Dennison in a Helios box. I'm just saying. That's, where I stand with that right now. And I still got Alex. He's playing on his phone behind me. Look at him go. Let me turn that off. We'll go back to the standard background. And Tim, that is freaking hilarious, though, with the peanuts. I don't know that I could do that to anybody. And so, back to the Super Bowl. Who watched that last night? Oh, my freaking God. See, I'm in the Motor City. I'm in the Detroit area, so we had the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford was our quarterback for 12 years and couldn't seem to pull a rabbit out of his hat. The reason I watch football, because I never was interested in football, but one summer back about 6 years ago, or one fall, I was flipping through the channels, and it was a Sunday, and I had nothing to do. And then all of a sudden, these announcers on this football game were stupid excited. And I guess so Matthew Stafford was making a fourth quarter comeback, and these guys had me. I mean, they were just so freaked out about what was happening here, and I just got into it. I didn't like I said, I never watched football, but these guys just made this so exciting, and he came back from way down, and he won the game. And the following Sunday, I was like, well, I want to watch that again. That's actually pretty exciting. And he did it again. He fell way behind by the third quarter, and the fourth quarter, he came back and down 21 points and came back and won the game. And he did that 8 times in a row that season. That was a season they made it to the playoffs, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs, which is too bad. But I was hooked. I was the adrenaline on every one of those games was just intense. So I can't necessarily say I was a Detroit Lions fan. I was a Matthew Stafford fan because of what he was capable of doing when it came down to it. But he just, if you've watched the Lions and then you watched him in these playoffs and this year over at the Rams, he's not doing anything different with the Rams than he did with the Lions. The difference is the Rams built a team that would work for him, and the Rams have a coach that could work for them. And, everything just clicked. And then last night, things started falling apart, OBJ got knocked out, and so he was out the second half. And, they could not run the frickin' ball. I mean, what did they... I'm surprised they didn't run for a loss last night, but I think they get 40 yards or something total running on the ground. It was but then in the fourth quarter, when everything just seemed like it was sunk and it wasn't going to happen, Stafford took control of the game, and he's like, fuck, you and me, Kupp, we're going to do this. And Kupp didn't need to be open on any one of those passes. He just put it exactly where it needed to be and trust Kupp to grab it. And he never had anything like that with the Lions. He had a couple of teams that were good with the Lions, but not that kind of good where they could just trust. It was almost like they were thinking for each other while the plays were happening. So I was super stoked. I'm not gonna lie, I was at the edge of my seat. Mary, she was asleep sitting on the cuddle corner next to me, and when they won the game, well, even before they won the game, but when they scored that last touchdown, and then they went 4-0. I scared the hell out of Mary. I woke her up. I had to have somebody to celebrate with. It was like, yeah, he was. It was sad that OBJ got kind of like his knee. That's sad, and hopefully that doesn't mean he's going to have a short career, because that's like the second time in a relatively short period of time he's hurt that knee. So that's something to look at in the future. But he got himself a ring, and he made a big impact with that team, which was way better than what he did over. He just couldn't get along with the guys on the Browns. So it was huge. I mean, the whole thing was huge. Now, I guess we'll see what happens moving forward. I don't know that I'll be that invested in the Rams next year, but I'm going to keep my eye on them. I mean, I had a man crush on Mahomes. He come out and did what he does, and that faded a little bit. So I don't know. I like football. Whether they take a knee or not, don't care. Not my problem, but. Oh, yeah. And did you see on Joe's face when he went down, when they did the replay? Jesus Christ, I thought for sure he was out. I was like, oh, my God. And then he came back in the next series, and he was like it never happened. Same thing with Stafford. Stafford doesn't show his pain near as much as, I mean, that boy will play through a broken back. In fact, he has. Those refs, honestly, Cincinnati should have had 7 less points. That opening drive coming out of into the third quarter with that face mask, and they're like, oh, every scoring play is reviewed, so you can't challenge anything on it. And it's like, you didn't review that hand on the face because the whole fucking world saw it, but whatever. That was the difference between the Lions and the Rams, because that would have ended the game for the Lions, and the Rams outplayed the officiating. They beat the game enough that the officiating couldn't matter, and that's what makes a Super Bowl team. So yeah, for sure. Super excited. Did not mean to get on here and babble for a long time. I just wanted to tell everybody about the 20% off, because it's frickin'. Well, I get that, Paul, but in some situations it seems like it should be. What's up, Sis Martin? What is going on back here? I hear all kinds of doors opening and closing. Oh, UPS is here. That's why. UPS is taking your products out. They will be delivered. So excited about all these things. And tomorrow's a new day. So ideas on Tool Talk Tuesday tomorrow. Anybody? Because I've had so much else going on, I haven't really given it much thought. And we're going to need to talk about something. See if we can't make a difference for somebody in their career. And, but yeah, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know. All I do know is, what a ride. I did have a poll. Did anybody vote on it? I don't know how to get back to it. It's on YouTube. I did a poll on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Does anybody know how to find those things? Let me see if maybe I can find it on my channel. Maybe it's there. Looking. I don't see it. Channels, community, videos, community, maybe. Oh, I have a poll, and it looks like Squeak. Oh, geez, look at that. Wow. I got a lot of votes on this thing. That's exciting. Looks like Squeegee Blades is in the lead. I'm going to leave that on my screen so that I can see it. That's important. So we're going to talk about Squeegee Blades tomorrow, unless Back Window Tools They're the next closest, and nobody wants to talk about steamers. Yeah, Squeegee Blades has one, so we'll get out some Squeegee Blades tomorrow, and we'll talk about the differences in them. And it ought to be really exciting. But all right, well, I'm really excited about it. I will see you guys at 4:00. And thanks, DW, for the heads up. They steam. What to talk about? Oh, well, there's a lot of differences in a lot of different steamers, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. 20% off any Avery film, no limits. You know, some people are like, oh yeah, you gotta, 1 roll, 2 roll, 5 roll limit. No, you want to buy everything I got in the stock, knock yourself out. No, Helios and Avery are not the same color. They're similar. They're right on the same line, but side by side, you can tell the difference. But all right, so 4:00 Eastern tomorrow. Be a rebel and talk about steamers. We might talk about steamers a little bit tomorrow too. Why not? We'll have a couple hours to fill a little bit of time here and there. So we will start off with Squeegee Blades though. And until tomorrow, 4:00, we'll catch you guys